Hello everyone and welcome. This is Dom and we are on another episode of the Feed the Beast server here. It's been a couple days since I updated you on the progress of the server, and last time basically we showed you, I showed you what I've done since we've reset. Basically we're back in the shop today and we got, let's see, first I gotta, there we are. This is something I've been working on. I've been working on basically these touch screens here. Basically, you'd walk up and right-click them, and it brings up this nice little menu. And for example, I want to look at the turtle programs. None of these buttons do anything past this point, but you actually can go back menus by hitting the big red button. Nothing really does anything yet, but it took a lot of coding to get to that point. So that's one of the things I've been working on. The next thing is a little bit noisy, and it's over here. This is a blaze spawner, which I created myself, and you can do that with the, I think they're called soul shards. Yeah, soul shards, right there. You get a soul forge, and you use a diamond and 8 corrupted essence or whatever to make it. Basically, what you have to do at that point is start killing a type of mob that you want to fill up the soul shard with, and up to a specific tier. So for example, tier 1 would just be killing 64, for example, blazes. This is a tier 5 blaze spawner, so that means there's a lot of, it's kind of loud, so I'm going to step back. There's a lot of good little perks that you get from it. It will spawn in any in the overworld, for example. Blaze normally can't spawn in the overworld. Tier 5 can do that. I think Tier 4 can as well. It has a very, very fast spawn rate. As you can tell, they're spawning about every 2 seconds. It'll spit out another set of blaze. And then also it is controllable by redstone. So basically what I can do now is, if I don't want these guys to be, for this little trap to be running, I can shut it off. I just flip the switch on the top there, and it sends a nice little redstone signal down to that cage there, which is called a soul cage, and that's what you put the stone inside, the soul shard, and it turns it off so there's no more spawning. Under it I have the makings of what I plan on doing this episode, and this is just 3 nice little generators attached to basically a continuously running barrel of blaze rods. It's also attached to what I'm calling the community outlet, or I don't know, some sort of power outlet here, but I put a nice little fully charged MFE at the top here, and it's continuously powering it. If you ever need to charge anything, guys, at spawn, just go ahead and, like I'm going to do, I'm going to drop my jetpack in there. So basically, to get that, I have to show you, to get that 1,024 kills, I built a mob spawner. A spawn trap around a blaze spawner in the Nether. We're actually going to go there now. And let's see, what else have I done? Yeah, so while we're on the way, I'm going to explain what we're going to do with that system over there. That is going to be a diamond factory, just like the one that we had in the last server. Diamonds are very, very useful, as you can tell. That's why I've been worried about making the factory and such on the last server and on this one. We're actually heading over to that marker, the Nether Fortress marker over there. And yeah, diamonds are very, very useful. So having an unlimited supply of them with a resource that is infinite, and there's no extra stuff you have to put in, that's too expensive, is really, really good, because diamonds are very rare. So if you can generate them through some sort of automatic process, it really helps you out, and you can kind of spend them willingly instead of hoarding them and then worried about how many you have. So it's a nice thing to know that you have a lot of diamonds. So this is the Nether Fortress I've been using. Well, I did use. I don't need it really much anymore. You guys can use it if you want, of course. There's a few supplies in here, a couple stacks of blaze rods. Go away. This is just kind of my outpost. This this suit right here won't protect you from damage, but it'll protect you from any fire damage. You can swim in lava or anything like that. It's really nice. So like effect damage, it will protect you from. Yeah, this is the, as you can tell, there's the normal Ethonian blaze spawner trap with all the pistons and pressure plates, and it gets a little bit loud in here, but they get pushed down, and I would just kill them. What really helps with that is the sword I actually have in my hand, and that is made from one of these vile swords. I used an uncrafting table with a vile sword that had this enchantment on it, Soul Stealer and Sharpness 2. So you build one of the vile swords, you enchant it. Those are the only swords that can get the Soul Stealer enchantment on them. And then I brought it over to the disenchantment table. Not disenchantment, the, what was that thing called? The uncrafting table. And I turned it a broken-ish version of the vile sword, because I use it for a little bit, into a diamond version by kind of fixing it. And it turned into a diamond Soul Stealer blade. So it's really nice. Basically, for every one blaze I kill, it counts as 4. That's Soul Stealer 3. So Soul Stealer 1 would count as 2 kills, and you know, you can go all the way up to 5, so it'd be up to 6 kills per actual kill. To do that process, you grab one of those shards, leave it in your inventory. One of these soul shards, just leave it in your inventory anywhere, and after your first kill, it will say, it will start filling up like this. It'll say, it won't say tier 1, but right above the tier 1, it will say what enemy, what type of mob it's collecting in it. So make sure that you don't, kill a mob while you're on the way to fill up one of your soul shards or something like that. Once it's defined what kind of mob it is, you don't have to worry about it changing back or anything. So that's the nice part about it. Oh yeah. So next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna show off something at the real base over here at my base, not at spawn anymore. This is my base. Somebody's been here again, as you can tell. Everybody's always here. Like, they left redstone last time. This time they left a random dirt block. Can't figure out why they're doing this to me. We were on for a very, very long time yesterday. We all kind of got punchy. So we're back at the base, and I have the tree farm completely running now, and it's completely automated. It's really nice. So I'm going to go, and I had a request from one of the guys we play with to figure out where the loggers are on here. So let me show you. Ooh, that was weird. Some sand kind of got kicked out. That was weird. But, so it produces humus, compost, lots of apples, lots of sand, has lots of wood that it produces as well. Also on this side, there's nothing in these, but these are for producing the humus, and I don't know why that was there. Sometimes things kind of scare me. There's like random wheat everywhere, and I don't get why it does it, but wheat goes into this barrel, and seeds go into this barrel from the farm next door with all the wheats and seeds. Sorry, from the wheat farm. They eventually, after going through a nice little cyclical process that makes sure that all the farms are fed themselves, they will come down here and basically deposit into those, which I use to macerate, turn them into plant balls, macerate into dirt. Dirt goes into one of these, or this one right here. As you can tell, there's a lot of dirt waiting to be turned into humus, but the humus production really is not, it doesn't need to be that fast, really. So excess saplings from the tree farms come down here. They are turned into biomass, which I've been storing and using. The biomass is then pumped into all the engines which do all the work, and then also into the biogenerator, which produces electricity, some of which is being used on the macerator. So, anyways. Oh yeah, these are the loggers. I know it was kind of hard to see. I had to bury them and move them out away from the individual tree farms, because I only use 4 loggers to service 9 9 tree farms, because they have a longer reach than the tree farms do. I think it's like a 21 by 21 area or something like that. So it's a very long reach. So if you bury those, the loggers, like it's right here, it'll reach all the way out to this fence post. It'll collect anything that lands on the fence post, all the way to basically the center line here. And it does that, you know, in each quadrant it'll do that. So you only have a 1 block wide overlap, basically, of collecting or anything like that. So yeah, that's basically what I've been working on, and I am really proud that it's running, truthfully. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever done. I actually caught myself kind of just watching it for a few hours the other day, making sure, of course, that it was running smoothly, but also to be sure that it was, you know, that, I don't know, just because I don't know, I was very proud of it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab some supplies, and we're going to go head back to the spawn, to where that blaze spawner was, and we're going to build the diamond factory. It's very, very small, because they kind of reduced some of the machinery down from the last time we've done it. So I will see you guys there, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back, and it's been a little bit of time. I had enough time to go get myself some lunch and etc. Basically, I got all my machines built, everything that I need. I'm using a macerator, 2 compressors, and an industrial electrolyzer, of which I need to build another one for my base here. But in the meantime, just been doing a little bit of maintenance. I've noticed there's a couple of inefficiencies in this system. So I think my next plan for this is to include, as you can tell, you know, these transport pipes here, they don't go the whole way around, and I think that's one of the problems I'm having, is that, as you can see, you know, the items come in and out, but then there's like a dead zone. So in the time that it takes for the items to make it from one of those, the first tree farms in the middle, then it splits off to here. This is 2, 3, 4, there's another one over there, and to the 5th stop. We're actually on the 5th stop branch right now. This is the 5th stop. It doesn't have enough. It's already deposited all the hummus in excess, really, in every single one of these along the way. Even the 4th stop really doesn't get enough, but it has enough to where it doesn't have too much inefficiencies. But as you can see, I mean, it's a lot. So I think I'm going to make it a full loop system, so I don't really have to worry about you know, coming in and tweaking it every once in a while. Because you'll see some of these patches eventually, if you just hang out here or you watch it. I don't know if it updates on the map, but if you watch it, it'll just be a bunch of sand and none of the trees will be growing on it. So I don't know, it's not very fun. And on that note, there's another inefficiency in the system. I don't think this produces wheat and seeds fast enough to produce enough hummus. Not sure. Because I have run out, really, of them. Both of these are empty almost at all times, and it's really producing as fast as it possibly can, all the hummus it possibly can. So, I don't know, we'll see. I really do think it's enough, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, and the third inefficiency. I forgot. we're gonna go. Third inefficiency is that it produces more saplings than those fermenters can use. So I've been basically by hand taking them out of the system and either using them for spare fuel or just basically tossing them. So we're gonna head back to spawn with all of our all of the machines that we just made. These are not extremely expensive machines, but to me they are, because I really haven't been collecting very many resources other than the ones that work on that tree farm. I've really been basically dedicating most of my time to programming the APIs for both of the computer and the turtles that I've been using. Okay, so we're going to head over here with the system off. It already has way more than enough blaze rods in it to do what I need it to do. And basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause it here, and I'm going to just basically hollow out this area so that we can use it more efficiently. So I'll see you after that. Okay guys, we're back. And I dug out a little bit of the room a little bit, kind of rectangular. I started placing some stuff. I'm going to go over what I just did though. Put the macerator down. You have to feed it from the top. Ooh, my jetpack is out, so we're going to go recharge that too. Actually, might as well just do it right here. Anyways, while that's recharging, the macerator you have to feed from the top, so I ran the power cable back behind it over there. And I also put a nice little loop of, give me this back so I can show them. Put a nice little loop of pipes so that it will continuously it'll either go right or left, and if it goes left, it might have the chance to go left again and put back inside the macerator. It just helps. Also, if this macerator is full, it won't go and be forced to go in the macerator. It'll actually come back around and then go back into this thing right here. So, not bad. I'm going to put this back in here. Awesome. Okay. So, now we have to figure out how to get it to the electrolyzer. And I already started digging out what I wanted to do. This is a little bit of a trick I learned from the new pipes from Buildcraft. Cobblestone pipes don't match up with the stone pipes, so it's really nice. Keeps everything separate. You have to feed the electrolyzer from the top, and I wanted to make everything kind of at eye level. All the machines, kind of. This wall is going to be totally different, but all the machines I kind of wanted to have at eye level. So, and that's going to pump out, I think from the side, has to be pumped out. So we're actually going to do it from the back, right there. Back is going to, we're going to switch over to a different type of pipe again. The stone transport pipes. The reason why I'm doing it so weird is because if we want to expand, I can always just add stuff in. Get that back. Help me out to see things. Okay, and so for example, if I want to add another macerator, I could just put it right under this one. Boom, right there. Because we're running the power on the ground anyways, under them. Okay. Yeah, I can always put a macerator there. I could feed into another electrolyzer that I can place right next to it right here. And actually, we're going to take out this wall. We'll make this 4 wide here. So we'll place our next set of machinery in this area. Oops, I didn't really need to do that. But anyways. So after it comes out of the electrolyzer, all of our product, it will split into 2 things. And one thing that we actually need, and one thing we actually don't need. So one thing is sulfur, and that's the stuff we don't really need. We are going to make it run into a barrel, which I have a few of, and then the rest of it, which is the coal dust, will be moved into a automatic crafting table, which are these guys right here. After that automatic crafting table, it has to go into a compressor. After the compressor, it has to go into another automatic crafting table, which is why there's 2. And then after that goes into another compressor. After that final step, you have diamonds, and we will have yet another barrel for diamonds. So, it's very nice. I actually need to make another barrel now that I think about it. So, let's go ahead and start that process. Grab these. I usually carry an axe on me, but I think it broke a long time ago. So I need to have this. I'm trying to remember where I need to actually put the machines. It goes this way, pumps out of that, goes sideways, can go down, there. Gotta remember which way I did things a long time ago. Aha, that's right. That's what I did. Nope, that isn't what I did. Well, anyways, let's try it like this. I think I had it feeding a compressor here. one of these goes that way. Good. Feeds this compressor. That compressor will then feed outwards, which we have to turn that now. Turn that. There we are. Come out of there, go into the compressor. Compressor goes into there, which will then in turn feed another compressor right here. That's right. That's how I had it. And I have to space it like this because of this wooden pipe right here. So, sorry if it doesn't look completely symmetrical. After that compressor, it can be turned back up into this right here. And it's actually going to feed the bottom of the barrel. I know that's not the best way to do things, but it's the way we are doing it today. So I need one more barrel. We'll make it right here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Good. Okay. So we have everything taken care of, it looks like. Let's go ahead and split our stuff up. Actually, we're going to put it right here. We can put that dirt back right there. Good. And I want to get a diamond pipe, and we're going to put it right there. But that will be after we're done with this. Awesome. So this will be for sulfur. This is going to be all covered up. We are running some wire this way. Good. Let's go ahead and make this all flush again. Boom, boom. Awesome. Okay. And what we're going to do is get some, we're probably going to get some covers or something like that to make this look better eventually. But for now, not what I needed to do. Oh no, that'll actually work. That will work. This needs to be like this, though. Awesome. Okay. Now the way to make all of these wooden pipes work, which I forgot to do with this one and the other one, which is right back here. I'm sorry for all the... You know what? We're going to get rid of the spiders for a second. Awesome. Okay. The way to make all these work without using redstone engines is I use these autarkic gates. I don't know. But I always put, if there's no redstone signal energy pulsar, that basically will always make it run. It's very nice, and that's what we also have down here. And now that this is all set up, we are going to run that one again and watch it work its magic. I think I went the wrong direction. Off energy pulsar. Good. Good. Make sure. Sometimes it flips these iron pipes for some dumb reason. Not exactly sure why. Okay, so in this spot right here, we can always add another electrolyzer. That's one of the reasons why I left it open. So right next to here, it would easily be able to feed into there. Another macerator could go next to this one, which you wouldn't be able to see eventually. You wouldn't be able to see the macerators do their work, but who cares? And so that one is working for that. Outputs to there, which can only go down because it can't feed into the barrel from the side. The output from the electrolyzer from the side comes up, will split into sulfur and, what is this, coal dust. Coal dust goes here, needs to combine with, flint, which you will have to provide up into that barrel. Will be pumped out, and we'll do that right now, the pumping part, into this compressor. Compressor compresses it into compressed coal balls, and takes it out and goes here. This auto crafting table combines it with obsidian, which you're going to need to provide up there, and then it will send it off to here. This final compressor, we're going to actually put this one up now. This final compressor compresses it all into diamonds, which are then pumped right up here So, and this will always be running, which is really nice. You don't even need to be in the area for it because of this, because of what we have up here. So this is all gonna work, gonna run. I need one diamond pipe, and then we'll start it back. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. I got myself my pipe, all right, which we're gonna place right here, and we're gonna place it there. But we are not gonna be able to set it for a little bit. So what I'm actually gonna do is we're gonna have to run this machine and wait for basically everything to start. I also brought all my obsidian that I had and a stack of flint so that we can actually watch the whole machine run. So we are going to turn this back on. I knew that would flip. I knew it, knew it, knew it. There we go, and it's going to start pumping out the blaze rods, which are eventually going to fill up the macerator. We're actually going to turn the blaze spawner back on up here. Whoa, so many spiders. Oh my gosh. Blaze spawner is back on. Why are there so many spiders, man? And it's a very, very noisy process, but you don't even need to be near it anymore, so very happy with that. As you can tell, all of the blaze rods fall down, are kind of scooped up into this. This will pump them out individually. The longer that this runs right here, the faster it goes, just kind of like redstone engines. It'll pump them out a little bit faster. As you can tell, the macerator is working. It is making our 5 blaze powder for every 1 blaze rod. Those are then pumped out. As you can tell, they're kind of fading and brought to the electrolyzer. The electrolyzer is going to create sulfur and coal dust from them. Then pump it out the back. And basically, we are going to continue as soon as that is done. And I'm actually going to pause it here, and I'll see you once this machine's kind of run for just a little bit longer. Okay, guys, we're back. Been sitting here watching it for a little teeny bit. I've been letting it pump its stuff out. I put the diamond pipe in. I just noticed that I kind of have to move it over one if I want to put another electrolyzer in, but that's going to be, you know, for a future kind of thing. The sulfur goes up down the gray pipe, and the coal dust goes left down the blue pipe and feeds into the auto crafting table, which I really haven't finished configuring yet because I didn't have enough coal dust, of course. Okay, so once I do this, it'll actually create the coal balls eventually. As you can tell, just the coal balls are crafted. They're put into the compressor, and then we need to do the exact same process of waiting for the supplies basically to get to this auto crafting table right there before we can go very much further. So I'm going to wait around for a little bit longer. We're going to configure this auto crafting table, and then we're going to actually see some progress. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, guys, we're back again, and finally we are almost ready. I have configured this second crafting table, and I waited a little bit of time for it to start filling up with the compressed coal balls. As you can tell, these things obsidian surrounded by these will create the coal chunks. Those go down into the compressor, which we're actually going to see very, very soon as we get a little bit more coal dust. And it looks like we only need 2 more, and there should be 2 more coming through the pipe very, very soon as this is done. In the meantime, I have basically done nothing. No, I'm just messing with you guys. I just did a little bit of research. I'm probably going to expand these generators. Probably use a lot more because I did turn off the blaze farm up there, and I haven't really used very many more blaze rods. I did some stuff with sulfur. I did some stuff with some flint and stuff. I was just, I don't know, messing around. As you can tell, I can't even get to some of these items. I don't know. I was just bored. Um, but I do expect to. Yeah, I did get more flint too. I do expect to expand these generators out so that I can use them in other projects, because this is an amazing fuel source. These blaze rods, so really are. Here comes our last coal right here. I mean our coal dust. There it goes. It grabbed one of the flint from the top. And now it's going into the compressor. Oops, don't want that there. Compressor is going to compress it. It's going to go into here. And we're going to watch this thing all happen the whole way through here. So after this is done, maybe we'll be able to see it, maybe we won't. Boom, there it is, compressed coal wall. And it will get pumped out the side. There it goes. Go through and go up here. There it goes. Into there, which it used one of the obsidian from the top. It's moving this way. It's going to be compressed right here. And after this compression, it becomes a diamond. And I'm gonna I wish I could see it. Whatever. Does this. But and there goes the diamond. There it goes. And there's our diamond, and it's going to be pumped up and into, oops, don't want that, into there. So now we have one diamond in there, and I got problems. So, well, on that note, I think we're done for the day. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next time.